Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Maswali Na Siasa on Mambo Zuri TV. Today we're at Kenya in the Park, celebrating everything good about Kenya.
Oh yeah, thank you very much. Today's event, as you'd recall, is the second one. We had one last year, and it's an opportunity for Kenyans to celebrate the rich cultural heritage that they have from Kenya. This opportunity allows Kenyans to get together, to bond, to network, and also to be able to inculcate in the minds of the younger ones the values that we have, even as they stay in a foreign land. But also it is important because we have a large number of Kenyans that have chosen UK as their residence. Equally true, we have a large number of British nationals that have chosen Kenya as their home. So this opportunity is good for promoting our values, but it's also important for us here to market the attractions in Kenya, the tourist attractions, because we have a large number of tourists that are coming from here. And we also do trade a lot with the United Kingdom. And UK still remains our largest export destination in Europe and a big investor back at home. So this is an opportunity that is in the mutual interest of our Kenyans here and also for the other residents inside here. So we thank you very much and thank you for promoting Kenya.
On today's episode, we'll be discussing the recent incidences of school fires in Kenya. Who's to blame and what can be done to change the fortunes?
What I think about the students burning the schools is that, one, it's peer pressure. Most of the people doing it don't even want to do it. I think it's a peer pressure, and I think coming from our homes, there has to be a problem. Because gone are the days when people used to believe in spare the rod, spoil the child. Nowadays, people are spoiling children. When a child does wrong, people no longer are using the rod to make sure that the child knows that it's wrong. So I think it begins from home. If the parents are able to discipline the children, I think they can take it up to the school.
Well, the problem is very simple, like the president said the other day. Well, there were moto ni moto, yeah, and I don't think anybody will cheat with the exams because they've cut down link off. And the other thing is, you've got to remember one thing. People are being pressurized. Like they said, the parents are pressurizing their kids. So the best thing to do is let it be. If you're not going to perform better for school, in school, so the simple thing is you do your best. Kama shule zitafungwa. Yeah, lakini zitafungwa when the government says so. Sindio? Lakini don't let negativity ruin what has been already been set up and the positive out of students learning. I think the best thing to do is go with what they're doing, because in the end of the day, Kenya is going through a lot and Kenya is changing. We're all changing. We're all evolving. We're all becoming westernized. I think the best thing for us to do right now is accept what's going on.
It's very sad, the situation happening now about the unrest and the burning of the schools by the Kenyan students. I think we need to find a solution. Definitely there is a problem which needs to be sorted out. And once we find out what the problem is, then the government needs to put in structures, not something quite high-handed, because I think by dialogue, by probably activities to the children, we might find a solution. It's quite unfortunate that parents have to foot the burden of the burning, and that affects the budget because education in Kenya is very expensive, and that means parents are adding an additional burden, and that's not really nice. So my advice to the youths, to the pupils burning the schools, stop it. If there is probably an anonymous channel, maybe a text message which you can be traced, which allows you to air your grievances, and then we find out what the problem is. The school finds out, the government finds out, then that needs to be sorted out. But also remember your parents, remember the people who are paying for you the fees. Imagine a school burning to the tune of 10 million, then each parent has to be paying maybe 50,000 or maybe 100,000 in addition to the fees. Who is going to be at loss? It's you students, you the pupil. Yeah, but it's quite unfortunate.
I think at the moment it's about 120 schools that have gone up in flames. And this is in months. I think in a period of 2 or 3 months, this about 120 schools have gone up in flames. I think the problems are wide. I think we're talking about a cabinet secretary who's introduced new rules and strict regulations on exams handling. So the rules are this, that during exams, we're going to have students being alone who are doing the exams inside the schools. So the teachers and our students are not going to be, in the school compounds. That is one. Secondly, the second term has been sort of extended, right, to allow for the exams. That made third term a bit. So there are quite a number of issues that are all boiling down to regulations, to how the school communities, the teachers, the students, and all the fraternity are feeling about this. Now, I feel that the problem as it is today has been a problem of consultations, that we've not had enough consultations between stakeholders. The students have not, I think, been allowed to express themselves enough, and 2, I think we also have a problem with the teaching staff and the people who are managing these children, because I don't think that you can have a situation whereby schools are going up in flames, 100 plus, and the teachers and everyone else is not aware. If it's one school, yes, but 100 plus schools, there's a problem. In my view, I think the best way to sort this out is rules and regulations are good. What the minister is trying to do are completely perfect and are right, because the issue of exam cheating cannot be tolerated. So at no point we're going to have a situation whereby we have students or the people who feel that an opportunity is being denied to them, who are trying to steal an exam, ban all the schools. That I think shouldn't be allowed, all right? But what we must allow is a process that is more inclusive, a process that allows the students to air their opinions, a process that is going to allow the government to be strict and conform to the regulations that they have set aside. It's a problem of consultation in my view, and I think that can be sorted. Yeah.
As we've heard, Kenyans have varied views on the topic, but one thing is for certain, that something needs to be done. The government and Kenyan school shareholders need to come together and come to a conclusion once and for all. Ian Odongo for Mambozuri TV. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe. Until next time.